Hey guys! So finally, Poshmark sales are up for me. Over the 2 weeks I'm going to share with you guys today on this What Sold video, you'll see that I made a lot more sales, luckily, than I had been over the past few weeks. So I'm super excited to share them with you. So if you're interested in hearing what kind of sales I'm making these days, definitely keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you're not a subscriber already. Subscriptions really help me out. For those of you who are new here, thanks for checking this out. I'm a full-time working mom. I have 4 young children, and I really enjoy making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, in addition to my reselling experience on Poshmark. So if that kind of stuff interests you, definitely check out my other videos linked down below, and please also subscribe again. Okay, so for today, I want to share with you finally that sales are up, and I think others of you may be experiencing this too. Maybe a lot of us are getting more used to this kind of new normal or abnormal, as people are saying, and more comfortable kind of shopping online again. So I am so excited about that and thrilled to share these sales with you. So I'm going to take you through 2 weeks of sales, or I should say almost 2 weeks of sales. For full disclosure, I'm only be covering 13 days rather than the normal 14 days. And basically the reason is just my schedule. I'm about to go on some inpatient rotations, so I'm not able to film as much as I'd like. So I'm going to have to cut this short by 1 day. I will cover that extra day in my next video though. So you're not going to miss any sales, but just in this particular video, it's going to be 13 days of sales. So I'm going to be covering the weeks of April 19th and April 26th minus 1 day in this video today, and share with you the sales that sold. And they're a noticeable amount of sales that increased compared to the past few weeks. So I'm really excited to take you through these. I'm going to take you through every single sale that I made, because I think it's helpful to kind of know this. I'm able to do this just because I'm a very just part-time reseller, so I don't have a whole lot of sales compared to a lot of other people, especially full-timers. So I'm able to take you through all of my sales because there aren't a whole lot, and I'm able to hopefully share a little bit about each item with you so that you can kind of figure out if these items are things that you would want to pick up if you come across them. So I'm going to take you through all of the sales. I'm also going to let you know my earnings directly from Poshmark, minus any fees, any shipping discounts I may have given. But I'm not going to share with you my cost of goods in this video, and I do share those kind of things, however, in other haul videos that I'm going to link down below in case you're interested in checking them out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and tell you what I sold these 2 weeks. And the first sale that I made was this beautiful Anthropology Level 99 gaucho culotte denim pants. So I thought this was a really unique style. These gaucho kind of flare pants I think are really cool. It's from Level 99, which is an Anthropology brand, and it was very lightweight kind of denim fabric. It was in a size 31, so I thought it was just a really cute, trendy design. Level 99 for me has sold okay. I've sold a couple of items from them so far. I don't think they're as popular, as trendy as other jean type of brands, but I think Anthro brands in general can do okay if they're more of a trendy style like this one is. So I did accept a best offer price of $28. Poshmark fees are $5.60, so my net earnings are $22.40 on these pair of jeans. I would pick this up again. I did sit on it for a little bit. I'd say probably 6 months or so maybe. But I didn't mind it too much. It did sell for a pretty decent price, so I was happy about that. The next item was this pair of Kenneth Willow black suede flats. So I thrifted this as well. It was unused, and it did have some old tags on it, but it was completely unused. Really cute kind of ballet lace-up style around the ankle. It was a flat design with a nice little cutout at the heel, as you can see here. So this is just a beautiful shoe, and the buyer actually purchased it for the full asking price of $45. Poshmark fees are $9, so my net earnings were $36. This particular buyer sent me a really cool note because she said that she had the same shoe in a different colorway and just loved it. So she was so excited that this came up. So it's kind of nice when you find that one buyer for which the shoe or item that you have is just perfect for. So I was super excited to see that note from her. So if you're watching, thank you so much. Those kind of messages really mean a lot to me. And I'm happy that you fell in love with the shoe. I completely loved it as well. It wasn't quite in my size, but if it was, I definitely would keep it. It's totally my style for sure. The next item was this Athleta Girl graphic cap sleeve t-shirt in a size extra large but girls. But because it was size extra large in the girls line, I actually would fit into this. So it would fit women's, I'd say extra small or small as well. It was a really cool style because it had, as you can see, the graphic Believe You Can, but the B and the U were highlighted. So it says BU and also kind of Believe You Can. So really inspirational, awesome for a girls tee, I think. Just a really beautiful kind of pink coral type of colorway too. So I just love this particular shirt. T-shirt. The issue is that I sat on it for a long time. I'd say, gosh, almost a year probably, to be quite honest with you. And I think largely because I don't sell a lot of kids items. I probably don't have a lot of traffic through my closet looking at children's items, so it was just really hard to move this. I thought I might be able to make more on this particular item because it was in amazing condition and just a really cool t-shirt, but I did decide to ultimately accept a best offer price of $12. Poshmark fees are $2.95, so my earnings were $9.05 on this particular shirt. So to be honest, I really didn't make a whole lot of money off of this, but I was just happy to move it along and have it go to a new home because I've sat on it for quite a bit now. So in the future, I'm really going to try to steer clear of kids items in general, unless I come up with a really cool trendy item that I think people are searching more for. But in general, I think for me, kids items just don't move really well, so I'm probably gonna have to steer clear of them going forward. The next item was this pair of Torrid distressed Bermuda denim jean shorts. It was in a size 18 and amazing condition. And this got a lot of likes. I got 18 likes and I had this in my closet, I'd say probably maybe a couple of months. So not too long. I'm definitely fine with sitting on something for about 2 months. And this item got a lot of likes. And in general, I do okay with Torrid, as I've said before. But in particular, this design I think was even more popular. And personally, I think it's because of the distressing. Other Torrid items, including shorts like this that aren't distressed, I think don't move for me at least quite as quickly as the distressing. So the distressing here was super cool. So I think that's what made it maybe even more popular. So I decided to send out an offers to likers for $27. Poshmark fees are $5.40 and my shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings were $19.48, which was a pretty decent profit margin for me. So if I come across similar shorts from Torrid, a definitely no-brainer if it's in good condition. The next item I sold was another pair of shorts. It was this Hollister Cut Off denim shorts in a size 28. A very basic, classic cut-off style from Hollister. Nothing really super fancy or anything, but very classic kind of bread and butter item for your closet. I did accept a best offer price of $12. Poshmark fees are $2.95, and my net earnings were $9.05. Going forward, I really need to also steer clear of Hollister and brands like this just because it's not really great for resale. But I did pick this up several months ago, so I was still at that point kind of figuring out what works for me and what doesn't. So I'm happy this sold. Going forward, I probably won't be picking up these things so routinely anymore. Jeans or denim shorts in general, as you know, this time of year move really, really quickly. So if you see good condition, good brand jean shorts like this, definitely consider them. The next item was another pair of shorts, but this was a pair of running shorts from Nike. It's dry fit running shorts with a brief liner in a size small. I've talked about these on multiple videos because I do like selling these Nike brief lined dry fit shorts. I have quite a bit of them in my closet, but I'm selling through them actually. So they don't sell for as much as they had for me last year, I'll say, but this one sold for $15. Poshmark fees are $3, so my net earnings are $12. These are super easy to list, super easy to ship because they're so lightweight and fit any small boxes. So I really will consider picking these up again in the future if you can get them for a decent price point, but they sell for about the $15, $18 price point right now in case you're interested. The next item was this Carlisle pink jacket with button and zipper detail. It was kind of this cropped style design with a 3/4 sleeve. This was sold at Nordstrom. Just a really amazing condition jacket, just really beautiful pop of color in a size 4. So I did get this gifted to me from our family friend that has these type of items in her closet that kind of clears through her closet now and again that I've talked about before. Again, Carlisle is not a brand that I think has a huge following on Poshmark, and I also don't necessarily think it always fits my style. Some items I really like from her, but other ones I just don't think it's my personal style, but I know other people love this. So I was really happy this finally sold. I did have it in my closet for well over 9 months though. For the reasons I mentioned, I just don't think it gets a lot of traffic. But it did have 13 likes, which isn't bad. So ultimately, I did send out offers to likers for $24. Poshmark fees are $4.80, and my shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings were $17.08 on this particular jacket. So in general, I would not pick up Carlisle. I just don't think there's a lot of traffic or interest in this brand on Poshmark at least. But if I can get it for free from a friend, I will not deny that. Going forward, I don't think I will be actively sourcing this, but if I pick up more from my friends, I will definitely go ahead and list them for sure. The next item was this hem and thread sweater coat in a size, jump sizing, small medium. So I thought this was an amazing coat too. I have had this for probably close to a year now as well, however. So I love this gray heather look as well, this kind of two-tone design. So I thought it was a really nice coat. It just didn't move for me. I think the brand also maybe is one that is not super highly sought after either, so that probably contributed. But ultimately, I did send out offers to likers for $30. Poshmark fees were $6. My shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings are $21.88. cents on this particular sweater coat. But part of why I wanted to sell this too was, of course, we're moving out of sweater season, or we already have moved out of sweater season. So this really bulky items like this, I really am trying to move out if at all possible. So I was super excited that this sold to this purchaser. The next item was an Ann Taylor Loft Cascading open front cardigan. It was new with tag in a burgundy, a really deep maroon color, as you can see here. And it was just a basic open style cardigan, very lightweight, so perfect for this time of year, kind of transitional period. And it retailed for $50. It was extra small. So it was just a beautiful cardigan, but you know, Loft is just kind of bread and butter type of brand, nothing super spectacular or anything like that. But ultimately, I did accept a best offer price of $16. Poshmark fees were $3.20. So my net earnings were $12.80. So not a huge profit margin, but I was happy nonetheless. Ann Taylor, I need to be more selective with again. I had purchased this several months ago, so that's the reason for that. But Ann Taylor, again, can sell. I've sold a decent amount of items from Ann Taylor, but you have to be careful because it doesn't sell for a huge price point, and you may sit on it for quite a bit, so just be a little wary of the designs. So basics like this I probably wouldn't pick up. If there's a unique kind of trendy design, I would definitely consider it. So the next item that sold was this Prada pair of hiking shorts. It was gray hiking shorts in a size 6. And Prada for me does pretty well, especially these kind of athletic hiking wear type of stuff, I think does okay. So this particular pair of shorts, just a basic pair of hiking shorts. It was a size 6 again, and ultimately did accept a best offer price of $18. Poshmark fees are $3.60, so my net earnings are $14.40. So yes, I always consider picking up Prada if they're kind of this nice kind of trendy hiking short. So this one did pretty well for me. The next item was another Torrid item. It's this Torrid Premium Crop Distressed Jegging Jean. It was new with tags, and it was in a size 26 plus sizing. So ultimately, I did sit on this for a few months, though. It didn't move as quickly as I thought it would. I think Torrid does pretty well, like I just said. It does really well if it's distressed. So I think this had a decent amount of interest, but I sat on it for maybe about 3 months or so. I did accept a best offer price of $40. Poshmark fees were $8, and my net earnings were $32, which is a pretty good margin for me. So I still, again, would pick up Torrid denim, especially if it's distressed. I think it does extra well. The next item was this pair of Free People Tomboy linen high-rise shorts. It was new at tags, and this was one of my attempts at retail arbitrage. I'm trying to get more into retail arbitrage recently, especially because I'm not able to go thrifting at all like a lot of you. So I'm trying to find out other ways to source my closet. So I'm doing more research into retail arbitrage. I'm definitely pretty bad at it. This was one of my attempts that I purchased this from the boutique actually from Free People several months ago, but I'm trying to do some online retail arbitrage. I'm going to be doing some upcoming videos on my experiences with retail arbitrage. In case you're interested, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those videos. This particular Free People shorts I thought was really cool. It was a linen blend. It was high rise, just really cool, classic pull-on style. Perfect for this time of year, just really breezy and cool to wear. So ultimately, I did send out a offers to likers offer for $40. Poshmark fees are $8, so my shipping discount was $2.12. My net earnings were $29.88. So it wasn't a spectacular profit margin because it was retail arbitrage, but I did make a little bit of money, and more importantly, I really love sourcing through retail arbitrage because it's my excuse just to go online or in the stores and just kind of shop. Be somebody's kind of stylist. So I just absolutely love retail arbitrage. The thing is, you just can't make a whole lot of money, at least I can't so far, off of it. But if you give me a little profit, and more importantly, it's just really a fun hobby and really enjoyable for me to source this way, I'm trying to get more into it. So I'll let you know how I do it in my coming videos. The next item that sold was this Anthropology Tabitha cardigan. I thought it was a really cool pattern, as you can see, you're in a size large. I have had this for over 9 months though, and it just sat and sat. I don't know why. I got close to selling it a couple times, but for whatever reason, the sales fell through. But ultimately, this particular item did sell for an offers to likers of $25. Poshmark fees were $5. My shipping discount was $2.12, so my net earnings were $17.88. I was a little surprised it sat for so long. I know Anthropology in general can sit for pretty long these days, but I thought this was a really nice design of a cardigan, but it did sit for quite a bit. Nonetheless, I'm happy it ultimately sold. The next item was this pair of Timberland Pro Series Starry Night clogs. So I thought this was a super cool, trendy clog. It was in size 8. So I love these comfort wear clogs, like I said before, kind of dance go-like, but this was from Timberland. And just a slip-on basic classic design. But I thought was really unique about this particular shoe, of course, is a Starry Night pattern that it had on it. And there was a little bit of wear. There was a little nick in the shoe, which I disclosed. But besides that, it was really in great condition. So ultimately, I did sell this for, I believe, my full asking price, which was $50. Poshmark fees were $10. Net earnings were $40 on these pair of clogs. So again, if you can find, especially these more unique types of patterns in these comfort clogs, really tend to move pretty well in Poshmark. So I would consider picking them up. The next item was this really beautiful pair of shoes. It was from the brand Sea Wonder. It was called the Clare Suede leather flats. It had this beautiful heart design on the vamp, and it was in a size 10. It really looked to be unworn, but ultimately this particular pair of shoes did sell really, really quickly to this particular buyer. She was very, very interested in it. Ultimately, I did sell it for the full asking price of $40. Poshmark fees were $8, so my net earnings were $32, and it sold within a day or two of my listing it, so I was super excited about that. It was a great flip. I thought it was such a unique design in great condition, so you just kind of can't go wrong. The next item was this Zara fringe lace-up peep toe heeled booties. So this particular booties was really unique design. There was a little bit of wear on one of the laces, which I disclosed. I did haul this in a recent ThredUp shoe unboxing, so I will link that video down below in case you missed it and wanted to see that haul. But this came from ThredUp, essentially, one of the rescue boxes. It was a size 8. So ultimately, I did send out offers to likers for $19. Poshmark fees were $3.80, and my shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings were $13.08. I'm always happy to move along ThredUp rescue finds, just because it's nice to kind of recoup your money as quickly as you can, at least in my opinion. So I was super happy about that, and this was a really cool trendy shoe from Zara. Zara doesn't resell for a whole lot, as you can imagine, but the designs are really, really trendy, so I think there definitely is a market for it on Poshmark. So you can find some kind of good condition, trendy styles. I would definitely pick them up from Zara. The next item was this pair of J brand cigarette leg jet jeans, so really super, super saturated black colorway in a size 27, and I had this pair of jeans for maybe almost a year even. I just sat on this. J brand is a brand that I started picking up initially when I first started reselling, because I knew overall it's a good brand, but in terms of reselling it, at least in my closet, it just doesn't perform very well. So I've sold a handful of J brand jeans, but it's really not one of my top denim sellers, I'll say that for sure. So I was really happy when this pair of jeans sold. I really like the colorway. It's this really jet black color, which I thought was really cool. It sold for my full asking price of $40. Poshmark fees were $8, and my net earnings were $32. So in general, I know people talk about relisting items that were sitting in your closet for a while. I don't tend to do that quite as much, especially as a part-time reseller. I'm hoping to put together a video in the near future about my experience, particularly as a part-time reseller, because I think strategy differs a little bit if you're part-time versus full-time. So I'm hopeful that that will be helpful to some of you. But as a part-timer, it's hard for me to relist items just because I do have a decent amount of new items to list, so I tend to prioritize that. And I just don't have a whole lot of time to devote to listing items in general. So if I already have it in my closet, I tend not to relist it unless for some reason something changes or I want to steam it better or make the picture look better. If there's some obvious issue with it, I will consider relisting it. To be honest, I have never relisted anything yet, and that's just because I need to conserve time, to be honest with you. So this is an example of that. I've had this for literally a year and didn't relist it. I've been sharing it every time, however, and ultimately it sold for full asking price. So although I think relisting potentially could draw more traffic to these items that are sitting for quite a while still can sell for full asking price, which is pretty amazing even a year later. So I personally am okay with that and don't choose to relist very often, if at all. So if you want to check out that future part-time reseller tips video, definitely make sure you're subscribed. Okay, the next item that sold was this Dr. Scholl's Willow leather heeled sandals. So this particular sandal was actually from my personal closet. It's probably considered vintage because I've had it for so long, but I really didn't wear it much. There is some wear, as you can see here on the insole, but it's a really cool classic design from Dr. Scholl's. You just kind of can't go wrong, especially this time of year. It was in a size 7. So ultimately, I did accept a best offer price of $11. Poshmark fees are $2.95. My net earnings were $8.05. So I just wanted to move it along. It's for my closet. It was sitting in my closet way too long, so I wanted to just kind of get it moving through. So I was excited that that sold. The next item was this pair of Bionic Serena black suede tassel zip ankle booties. And Bionic, as you've heard probably from other resellers, sells really, really well. It's a comfort line brand of orthotic shoes. However, they make really trendy styles, and this boot is a classic example of that. It's a really cute black bootie. It had a tassel on the zipper, which is also super trendy. So I was super excited when I found this when I was out thrifting. It was in a size 9.5. So ultimately these shoes did sell for an offers to likers offer of $50. Poshmark fees are $10 and my shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings were $37.88 on this pair of shoes. I absolutely will pick up Bionic shoes, especially if they're in this kind of more trendy style. The next item that sold was this pair of Mother jeans. So I've talked about Mother a little bit before. I'd like to talk about it more. I just can't find a whole lot of it when I'm outsourcing. I love Mother jeans personally, and also for reselling. So this is probably a line of jeans that gets one of the most amounts of attention in my closet when I list. So I'm always excited when I find Mother jeans, and I'm actually starting to look into more retail arbitrage of Mother jeans, and I'm going to highlight that in a future video as well. I did make some purchases for retail arbitrage, and I just want to see how they do on Poshmark. But this one was thrifted. I did pay up a little bit for this pair of jeans when I was sourcing it, but I was definitely fine with that. I knew it would resell for a decent amount, and it did. This was called the Weekender Fray Flare High-Rise Jeans. So there are so many trendy things about this. The flare style, the high-rise, the fact that it was Mother, and that it was distressed. So all those things were super trendy about it. And it was a size 29. So I did sit on it for about a month, month and a half. And sometimes that happens with these more higher end lines of denim, just because the price point is higher, I imagine. But ultimately, this did sell for a best offer price of $80. Poshmark fees were $16, and my net earnings were $64 on these pair of jeans. So again, I love Mother jeans. If you find them out thrifting for a good deal, no question, pick it up. Even if there's some wear on it, I think it can still resell. The next item that sold was this Vince Camuto lace back zip dress in this beautiful kind of dark cobalt purpley type of colorway. It was in a size 20W, so a plus size. So this dress had been worn, if anything, very little, or maybe was not worn at all because it still had the plastic coverings on the zipper. So ultimately, this particular dress did sell for an offers to likers of $38. Poshmark fees are $7.60, so my shipping discount was $2.12. So my net earnings were $20.28. So I'm trying to expand my closet in terms of including more sizes, especially focusing on plus sizes. And this is the reason. In this particular video, as you can see, I sold a couple of Torrid items and I sold this dress. So overall, I think the plus market is very, very hot on Poshmark. And I just love this dress. It was just so beautiful, totally covered in lace, beautiful colorway, great condition, so just couldn't go wrong. And I was able to make a decent profit margin on this too. So if you see similar items out there, especially in plus size, I would definitely pick them up. Super beautiful dress. And then my final sale that I just made was this pair of Zara basic jeans. It was a Z 1975 denim moto jean, so it definitely had the moto style on it with some ankle zippers. It was new with tags. It retailed for about $50. And ultimately, I did send out offers to likers for $25. Poshmark fees are $5, and my shipping discount was $2.12. It was in a size 2. I have had this pair of jeans for well over 6 months, however. I think Zara, again, can sell okay, especially their shoes. Their clothes, I think, may be a little bit slower to move, as was seen by this example. But I knew this would do pretty well just because I love the style, I love the colorway, and it was new with tags. So I was okay sitting on it. It did sell for a decent price point as well, which I was happy about. So going forward, I probably would pick this item up again for all the reasons I just talked about. I think it did pretty well overall. Okay, so that does it. It feels like a little bit of a marathon that I've been talking super fast, but I wanted to get through all the sales I made over these 13 days that I was covering. So again, for me, these sales are definitely up. I've sold a lot more than even double, maybe almost triple what I normally sell in this time frame during this pandemic era at least. So I was really excited about that, and I'm hopeful for going forward in the next few weeks this will continue to increase as well. So I'll keep you posted on my future what sold videos. If you haven't had a chance to yet, definitely check out some of my other what sold videos in addition to my other Poshmark related videos in case you're interested. They will be linked down below. And please also subscribe. Again, I'm trying to plan a whole bunch of additional reselling fashion type of content on this channel going forward. So if you don't want to miss those videos, make sure you're subscribed. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll plan to see you again in my next video. Bye!